sunset is so beautiful today. I hope I will see it, more of it. The battery in the car is low, but I will see how far I can go. I'm also on the low on the battery. I went for a run today with a friend. It was around noon. Yeah, it's like 2 out of 2 days that I'm physically active. Yesterday I went swimming, and this afternoon I went for running. It was a short one, around 5 kilometers. It was a bit challenging. I think it's been maybe almost a year that I stopped with CrossFit and all those physical activities. And what I'm getting from the rhythm, that it seems I'm going back to being active more and more physically. This might be a seasonal change, this might be a psychological change, could be all together. I don't know. I went through the recordings that I done yesterday. There were some interesting material. It felt like it was such a small activity of going for swimming, even though it was first time. I mean, I know how to swim. I knew the place. I knew my friend. So it wasn't completely strange like that activity was not stranger to me, but still it seems that I collect enough material to go through. That is a bit interesting because it seems actually now at this point, for example, I don't have something that I could analyze it that way. I could talk about it that way. And this of course doesn't mean there is nothing left at all. Probably there are still some things hiding in the corners. But this at least shows that like the surface of the mind and in general my emotional state is quite calm. It's quite clean. Like I don't have anything on repeat, for example. And for long I don't remember this. I don't remember something like this. Like I remember periods for a short amount of time, maybe there wasn't much activity going on. But like I don't remember the time that was so visible. was in such a duration. And I would say the most, yeah, maybe I'm a bit biased here. It's like I'm fishing almost the dead fish in the lake. There is nothing alive left in the lake now, it feels. And in another way, I was thinking that like the backlog is almost empty. I don't have something in the backlog that I want to chew on. And that, of course, in some way it feels boring. And this also doesn't just mean about like daily incidents or interactions with people, like currently or in the present or maybe in the future. And also it's about ideas, projects. Like there is nothing much chewing going on. There is still some activity, but it's so negligible. It's not bothering me. And there are still times, like it was in this last week or even yesterday, things are coming here and there. But the processing is so quick. It's like, I was talking about this yesterday. It is like close to real time. Something happens and then it is done. Like I am not putting that in a bucket and then going through it again later. So I could say even something like today, right, starting this car ride, I was entering a roundabout and I'm supposed to stop and give priority, but there was one car signaling that they are gonna leave the roundabout, and another one was on the other side that was about to enter the roundabout. And with this car is also a bit challenging because it has this regain thing, like if I will one pedal driving, if I will leave the gas, it's gonna stop the car. So it's sometimes it's like that stopping and continuation is not so clear. So what happened that like I entered the roundabout a bit more. So I wasn't so sure that if I would speed up and just enter it, or I should just completely stop and give way to the second car. So in that indecisive moment, I entered the roundabout a bit more, even though I gave the way to the second car. And the guy made some hand gesture. I was like, "Don't you see me?" And of course I could see him. Nothing happened, but it was like, yeah, it was a small irritation. And for example, that took me like around maybe 5 minutes, even maybe less. I could see that I was building up some scenarios. If the guy is gonna stop and do something, it's gonna say something, or he was still in front of me for some time. You know, is he gonna continue the thing, or is just gonna let it go? And my mind was building some other scenarios also. But the moment he was out of my view, it was all fine. Something happened. I could act more respectfully, more gently. But okay, I didn't, and he made a gesture, that's also fine. And he even slowed down a bit to make an attempt for another kind of interaction, I assume. But that was all of it. He was not right, he was not wrong, I was not right, I was not wrong. It's just something happened and life goes on. So probably I'm gonna have to observe this even more closely. It is funny a bit because now I am actually craving the environment, the possibilities that some interactions could happen, and how sad that might be that I don't have a lot of it. I mean, when I look at the workplace dynamics, the workplace gives me material, but that's so rare. It's not every day. It's like once, maybe twice a week. And with friends also, it's like it's like not so often. And with family, that also is not so often. And so it seems that I have something new that I would like to test drive, to observe it and see it more in the action. Happening, I observe, I feel like there is more space inside. So imagine like you're a web server on an application, a web application. If you would take a lot of requests, and then if you could handle them like 3 or 5 of them at a time. Service is being used for a long time, and it already has a lot of requests in the pipeline to process. Another way of thinking it could be like this is a queue, right? You can think of it that way also. Or you can think of it as an office worker, whatever your field is. Or there were a lot of books in my library that I was supposed to read. I collected them, and I need to read them. Otherwise, I cannot get rid of them. They're gonna occupy space in my library. So there could be all those kind of ways that you can think about it. And so it seems to me that there is some space. It's not like 1% space. It's quite of a space that I can feel, that I have. So what this means that if something new just appears, I have a space to take in and process this in real time, close to real time. here there is something funny also, that because you read all those books, or you process all those messages, you go through all those papers and all, you build a skill. You have the know-how of how to handle when something new comes in, because you're not just starting, right? You already have, because you consume all the material, the system now knows how to handle when something comes in. It's able to adjust, or is able to detect what is this thing, what do I do when this happens, and what is the other thing, what do I do. So it's more close to the real time. And of course, maybe it was also in real time in the past. It's always real time, human interaction on the surface. But behind the scene, it's not in real time. Whenever you go to sleep, whenever you go to the toilet, whenever you have a silent meal, whenever you're alone and there is nothing keeping you busy for a little bit of amount of time, something from the past will just pop up. That is the backlog. So it's like this, I need to process this. But then if I keep being busy with something else, or something else is keep coming at me, I cannot process that. So that goes in the backlog. And as it goes, the backlog grows up. It becomes a huge mountain upside down. It becomes an iceberg, the bottom of the iceberg. So that iceberg has a huge impact on the sea, on the ocean, on the waves, on the life. But it's not so visible. It's funny because that, as I'm not processing that mountain, I am losing all the experience that I could get from that mountain. It's easy to explain with books. Like, imagine you have books that could help you to live a better life. And I'm like, if I would have just a moment to read this, or if I knew how to read this, that's another question, of course. Having those books doesn't immediately mean that I know how to read them. I am carrying them, but I have no other option. Like, that is the rule. The moment I read, I can let go of the book. But if I don't read it, it's just gonna stay. I cannot let it go. Like, that is the rule. It's a law. So having the intention, having the appetite, I don't know which word to use here, like the willingness, the willingness to get those books read so that you can let them go. That is one thing already, but then it becomes, okay, I have the willingness, I want to read those books, but do I know how to read them? And there is even another step before this, like, will I even accept that I am carrying the books? I may not accept that. So that it becomes like I have already two things, two gates that I need to pass through until I get to the main thing maybe. Like, am I gonna accept that my backlog is full? I am carrying a lot of books on my back, and I have something that I need to. It's making me heavy that I want to let it go. Like, that is the first thing that I need to accept. I need to acknowledge. And without a doubt, I need to see this, that it has impact. It has a direct influence on the way that I live the life. That is one thing. And then another thing is to okay, then you may say, okay, yeah, there are these books, but whatever, you know, I have no time to think about this. Like, I have just now, I cannot sit and think about past. I cannot read these books that I collected from the past. I'm just gonna read the new ones. So that has an assumption that, like, you know how to read books. And so you pass the first one, and then the second one is the willingness of taking a look at those things. And then the third thing comes in. You're like, okay, I want to look at those things. Where are they? Okay, this becomes a third step. Where are they? Where is it? How I can see it? I want to read this book, but where is it? You know? And I see it. I feel the weight of it. But where is it? I cannot see it. So that is another thing. You may feel the weight of the book on your back, in your life, but still you don't see it. Where is it? Where is it? And then that would be another thing, that you may find it. Maybe the first page, the second page, a bit of it, and more a bit of it. We have a crisis here. My returning battery shows -4. So what this means, that I got myself in a situation that I need to figure out to charge. Not on the way back that I thought that I would, but I am gonna have to find some. Okay, let's try this one. Is it gonna work? Okay. Oh, that was stressful. But that is still stressful. Oh, am I gonna get back? I'm in trouble. I'm putting myself in trouble in a controlled way. I don't have a plan to get to somewhere on time. And tomorrow is holiday. Yeah, I found a charging place, but it shows that I'm gonna have 5% when I get there. It was 6% and now it's 5%. So that's already not cool. But I don't understand what is happening. most likely there was one exit and I passed that one, and the next exit, apparently there is a huge distance between those two exits. That's why suddenly I was keeping an eye on it, but suddenly it fell to minus. So that means, yeah, that exit, it's quite far away. And apparently there is nothing in on the way. Okay, we are having a bit of an adventure. In 20 minutes, I will find out what it is. I didn't check the place that I put on GPS. I hope it's something that's gonna work out. Or maybe I can double check. I will see if there is a possibility to stop. I will stop and check that place, because those charging places are also not always trustworthy, it seems. Sometimes the map shows a charging station that seems to be in some private place. But this one, the name I saw, there's something that was like a company, or like not in some private parking place, and it had a fast and very fast option. So I'm assuming it's just public, open charging place. Wow, it shows 5% that when I will get there. In a long range mode. I don't know what else I can do. Okay, I can turn off the climate. Having a real life crisis here. Yeah, that is another thing, right? Like now the way that this is happening now, it seems that it's gonna work out fine. But I still have 20 minutes to find this out, if that's gonna work or not. And my mind wants to think about the best case scenarios. Like, what if I get there and that would not be a place that I can charge the car? Then what? What do I do with that 5%? I will not be able to get to the next place charging. But another thing is that, like, at this point I cannot do anything, because it's just a highway and it's just a one-way thing. I just go forward. There is no even stop that I can see. So this is the path. I have no other option. I just need to go forward. I cannot turn back. That would make the way easier, but I cannot turn back. I cannot keep checking other possibilities because I'm driving. That's gonna put me and others in danger. sky looks nice, though. Yeah, it's not just the sunset, but even afterwards, the sky is it's nice for a amount of time. Actually, it's not that. In this way, the sunset is not for me to see the sun, exactly the sun, that circular part disappearing, but just this color in the sky. I don't remember if that was always the case, or am I just realizing for the first time, or it's just this is happening at these times. I'm not sure. But in my apartment, of course, it doesn't look like this. Or when you're in the city. On the highway, it's more open. I can see further. Exit is coming closer. Missing that exit is gonna be so painful. I should not miss that. Okay. I found another one in 2 minutes. That's weird why it didn't show in the first one. Okay, that was a good idea that I stopped and checked. So let's see this one. doubt. If this would not work, I even made it worse. Again, I would not know until I check it. At least it will save me what's like at least 15 minutes of torture, of uncertainty. If this would work. Oh, it's an electrode thing. Is it on Del Hayes? It might be. Is it open? Can I go in? Okay, cool. Alright. One is here.